So I like this Yo, 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 yo. Peace, peace, peace. What's going on, family? How we doing? How's everybody feeling out there today? There we go. I like this. Let me know how my audio's coming through. Let me know how my audio's coming through. What's going on, boy, mommy? 33, wealthy rising queen. Definitely money making Monday. Definitely money making Monday. How goes today? Mic check clear on YouTube. We clear on YouTube. Super clear. Super clear. Hopefully I'm clear on retake. Hopefully I'm clear on Instagram. Hopefully everything's coming through clear on Instagram. Okay, everything's clear. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm glad I got the audio fixed over here on my end. Man. Glad I got the audio fixed over here on my end. Just giving it a couple of minutes, letting people tune in and tap in. I know it's still about 7:30 on the West Coast, 10:30 on the East Coast. You know, it's 9:30 where we at in the Midwest. So just giving it a couple of minutes and letting people tune in and tap in. As always, the Instagram is public, so if you can, please tag at least 3 friends. Tag at least 3 friends. Like, I think that's what we're gonna start doing. We're gonna start, when you come through, tag at least 3 friends to come on live. Tag at least 3 friends that you know that may be interested in the information that we're sharing to come on the live for those that are on Instagram. For those that are on YouTube, if you can, please share the link out to 3 friends. 3 different friends. Coming through, Chris? Okay, cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, if y'all can, if we can start doing that, share this out with 3 different friends, Everybody that's coming in the chat. Everybody that's coming in on the chat. We got Boy Mommy 33, Trade with Style, Blockchain Debt BTC. We got Abu Bakari, Ali. What's going on? Salam. We got Solano L. We got Shaw Bay 415. We got Bless One Keisha. We got Iceberg. My man Noah, what's going on? Bolo, what's the word? Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Glad everybody's able to tune in and tap in today. Glad everybody was able to tune in and tap in today. Give it a couple of more minutes. Yeah, thank you. Hey, y'all can, like I said, tag at least 3 friends. Tag at least 3 friends. Everybody that comes on the live on Instagram, tag at least 3 friends that you think would be interested in this information that we about to start sharing. Tag at least 3 friends. For those that are on YouTube, if you can, just share this out. Share this out. For those that are on YouTube, if you can, please just share it out. All right? We're going to get the ball rolling here in a minute. Got a couple of stories that I definitely want to cover. Price action is looking good. We got ETH on the verge of hitting 3,200 right now. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Sab Harris, what's going on? Cuban Jenny, peace, peace, peace. Boss 44, what's the word? All right, we got the people piling in now. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's New Money Mondays. Y'all already know what time it is. Hopefully, everybody's in a favorable position coming into the new year right now. Hopefully, everybody's in a favorable position coming into the new year right now. As we can see, Bitcoin on the verge of hitting that $94,000 area. Now, if you don't remember, go back and watch my last live. I told y'all that where we were trading at previously, which is around 88, 89, maybe $90,000, that I myself had found what appeared to be a local bottom. I was looking for a bounce from there, at least up to the $100,000 marks. Right now, we're closing in on 94,000, so we're only about 6,000 and some change off of that mark right now. Remember, nothing happens overnight. It doesn't happen after the live is over with. It takes time. You got to be patient in this game. And that's the thing that I want individuals to understand about what I teach, right? A lot of people come to me and they want to learn how to trade. But in my humble opinion, there's a difference between trading and investing, right? When you look at trading, that's more so like you want to create a stream of income, right? For like your everyday things. When I look at investing, I look at it as a way for you to build generational wealth. Now, can you utilize trading as a form? Yeah, but because of the inherent risk that is involved in trading versus investing, your hit rate ain't gonna be the same. You get what I mean? Your hit rate not gonna be the same, right? I'm trying to give y'all kind of not guaranteed hit rates, but higher hit rates than you would have if you're just trying to learn how to day trade. Remember, my thing is why day trade when I can just get paid off of the day traders? Win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna get paid regardless. You know what I mean? I think, in my humble opinion, that's a better bet. Do you agree, or am I crazy? Do you agree, or am I crazy? Because while you're trying to pick the right trade, and you might win, you might lose, you might break even, I'm gonna get paid regardless of what you do. You get what I'm saying? Off of what you do, should I say? If that makes sense. All right, we got a nice crowd in the building. We got a nice crowd in the building. What's going on, family? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? If we can, let's go ahead and get a roll call going on. Let me see where y'all at. Let me see where y'all at. Let me see where you tapping in from, where you tuning in from. Let me see where you tapping in and where you tuning in from. You already know I'm coming from the Windy City, Chi-Town. East side, west side, north side, south side. Maybe nothing north side. East side, west side, south side. Well, no discrimination. East side, west side, north side, south side. We checking in. Chi-Town. Where y'all coming in from? Let me know where y'all coming in from before we get into the story. I got a couple of good stories. There's a lot going. Hey, it's a lot on the macro, scale. There's a lot going on in the space right now that I think individuals need to be knowledgeable about. All right. We got Cleveland in the building. We got the Chicagoland area in the building. We got Nashville in the building. We got West Side. Hey, what's going on? Out west in the building. Chicago. We got the Bay Area in the building. We got Tampa, Florida in the building. James Harvey? Is that my homie James Harvey from Chicago? I don't know if that's him. He ain't got no picture on there. Yeah, we're doing a quick roll call before we get into the story, before we get into the information. I just want to see how far out my reach is making it. I just want to know where y'all checking in from. We got Detroit in the building. What's going on? Peace, peace, peace. My man said he's thinking about moving to Massachusetts. Daylight coming in from Big Queens, New York, tapping in. What's going on? We got Seattle, Washington in the building. Hey, we got Toronto, Canada in the building. We got West London, the United Kingdom in the building. I always appreciate when my brothers from over the seas and over the dividing line of the jurisdictional borders that we have check in and tap in with me. We got Nova Scotia in the building. What's going on? What's going on? We got Boston in the building. Houston, Texas is in the house. North Carolina checking in. What's up? My old friend James. What's going on, big homie? And we got New Jersey in the building. We got Dirty Jersey. We got Maywood in the building. What's going on? Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Buffalo, New York in the building. What's going on, Jim Topaz? Hey, we're just doing a quick roll call. Hey, look, for those that are coming in on Instagram, all I ask, all I ask is that you tag 3 friends that you think will be interested in this. Just tag 3 friends. Whether they come or not is up to them. But I want to try to get these numbers up over here on Instagram. For 2026, I want to get these viewers up. I want to get these numbers up. Right? My shit's not monetized. So it ain't like, oh, he wants to get paid. No, I need more individuals to get this information. We got Rockland County, New York in the building. We got Detroit in the building. Peace. We got the people still checking in. Once again, we're doing a roll call, family. If you're just now checking in, if you can, please tag or forward this to at least 3 friends. Please tag or forward this to at least 3 friends. Right? Once again, tag or forward this to at least 3 friends that can tag in. I tagged on IG and sent links. And I appreciate you, Elite. Elite Numite, brother Elite, sister Elite. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And we got Philly in the building. What's going on, blockchain department? We got Philly in the building. If you just tapping in, we just doing a roll call. I want to see what my family and friends are tapping in from. I want to see where the family and friends are tapping in from. We've got Philly in the building. We got West London in the building. We got Nova Scotia in the building. We got Toronto in the building. Houston, Texas in the building. Chicago in the building. North Carolina in the building. I don't know if I've seen New Orleans just yet. I know that we got Vietnam in the building now. What's going on, Miss Monique the Great? We got Vietnam checking in the building now. You already know New Money Matrix family is in the building. We got South Florida checking in. What's going on, Queen? How you feeling today? How you feeling today? Family, if you can, please tag 3 family and friends. Please, if you can, just tag 3 family or friends. If you can. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Let's go ahead and get into it though. We got Bitcoin coming in at 93,000, right up under the $94,000 level, around 93,800. Ethereum tapping its head on 3,200. BNB back above $900. We got XRP demolishing the $2 mark, making its way up to that 2.25 level that I'm looking to take over. Trading at 216 right now. Solana coming in at $136. Right? We're seeing a lot of. We got EVA. Forgot about EVA actually. Let me take a look at EVA. Forgot about EVA. EVA was a showcase of one of the classes that I did a while back, right? I believe it was the road is paved in yield. The road to freedom is paved in yield class, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Is this it? Nah, this isn't it. This is EVA. This is from app. This is a agent. This is an agent. Uh, what is it? What's the ticker? It is EVA. Hold on. Let me see. Let me check one more time. It's Ever Value. That's the name of the token, though. Ever Value. If I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Dang, what is it? What is it? What is it? I'm gonna find it. Give me one. Here it is. Ever Value coin. Here it is, right here. Here it is, right here. Look at the Mac. I want to see what type of dip it's had. Not too bad. Not too much of a dip. Not too much of a dip since we did the class. I mean, we hit a high at $30, dipped back down to about 22, $23, $23.81. Back up. And we got Phoenix, Arizona in the building. What's going on? Dallas, Texas, by way of Phoenix and Arizona. What's going on? Peace, peace, peace. I appreciate y'all tapping in, tuning in. I appreciate everybody out there that's tagging people too. I mean, if you're just now checking in, right? If you're just now checking in, what I want you to do is I want you to tag 3 family and 3 family and or friends that you think will be interested in this information. Ishmaeli, what's going on? Peace, peace, peace. Miss April, Wealthy Rising. Because I'm gonna be bringing a lot of information people don't normally get, right? So EverValue was a token that we covered in one of my past classes, right? And what it is, let's just take a look at it real quick. And as always, y'all, let me put this out there as a disclaimer. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Please don't take it as any. These are my opinions and my opinions alone. Any and everything that I'm telling you could be at a disadvantage. Could be at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Go always do your own due diligence. You know, ain't everything I'm telling you could be wrong. It could be 100% wrong, right? So always go do your own due diligence. I'm just bringing the information as I see it. Okay. Now, what is EVA? EVA is a blockchain-based ecosystem operating on the Arbitrum network. It combines real Bitcoin mining with a deflationary token model, offering a unique asset, a token with a guaranteed Bitcoin price floor, rising daily. Since the total supply of EVA has already been fully issued and no new tokens can ever be created, there's no risk of dilution. Meanwhile, new Bitcoin inflows into the burn vault, a smart contract audited by Hack and Inserted, increasing the backing per token every day. The result is simple. With more Bitcoin and fewer tokens in circulations, EVA's minimum price and BTC rises daily. Okay. So once again, I'm just bringing y'all some information. I'm sharing something with y'all. If you want to take a look at the token, you can. If you want to take a look at the token, you can. Once again, the ticker is EVA. Look for Ever Value token on CoinGecko. Okay, on CoinGecko. All right. But no, hey, we got some nice bounces in the market. The thing is, right? This is the thing. This is the thing. You don't want to wait till it's in green to start buying. You're playing the game backwards. You're playing the game backwards. Let me speak on something. I was actually going to make a post about this, and I still might make a post. I still might make a post, but I was going to speak on this, right? I got a lot of people reaching out to me, sending me coins, sending me assets that have already pumped. They're in their pump stage, right? This is the thing. This is the thing I want everybody to understand. I want everybody to hear me. This is the thing I want y'all to really comprehend, right? When you look in the basket shit, it's already pumped X amount of percentages, right? What you do is you lose your strategic advantage. Let me say that. You're losing your strategic advantage when you play that type of game, right? It's like I tell y'all all the time, right? It's like I tell y'all, what you're trying to do is jump on a moving locomotive, right? You're trying to jump on a moving locomotive versus waiting for the train to pull back to the station to pick up everybody that we call smart money. Stop being stupid money, right? I understand the euphoria of seeing things go up and hey, if I get in now and it keeps going, I'm gonna make money, right? But that ain't how this game work. That ain't how the long term game work, anyways. I don't know what anybody else out there is telling y'all about it, how to invest, how to trade, and all that, right? What I'm giving y'all is a game plan that should outlive you. I'm not looking to pay your bills tomorrow. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm not looking to show you how to pay your bills tomorrow. I'm looking to show you how your bills can be taken care of in the next 10, 15 to 20 years, right? If you can't wait on that, I don't know what to tell you. Think about it like this. If you 40 and over, did the last 10 years allow you to not have to pay your bills out of pocket right now? Did the last 20 years allow you to not have to pay bills out of pocket right now? Did the last 30 years, if you're 40 at 10, let's just say that the last 25 years of what you've been doing, right, allow you to sit back and chill and still have all the business handled? That's what I want to know. That's what I need to know. If not, what's another 10 years going to hurt? What's another 10 years going to hurt? More so if you even got children, young ones that look up to you, nieces, nephews, little brothers, little sisters, right? If you got those type around you, what do you want the next 10, 15 to 20 years to look like for them? That's another thing that I don't think people realize. I don't come from a selfish standpoint. I don't come from a standpoint of how much money can I make. I come from a standpoint of what can I do for those that come after me? What can I do for those around me and those that come after them? That's the standpoint that I come from. So it's not so much of, hey, what can I do for me right now or you right now? It's what can I do for myself, my family, those that come after me in the community that's going to last long after I'm gone, right? Hopefully this is making sense to y'all. And once again, when you're seeing prices pumping and you're buying, you're at a strategic disadvantage. You're not at an advantage. Your advantage is buying when nobody's paying attention. Remember, we buy when nobody's buying, and if you want to, you sell when everybody's buying. That should be your game plan. You get what I'm saying? That should be your overall game plan. I don't see how these other people got y'all playing it, right? Let me know if I'm making sense. Let me know if what I'm saying is making sense. I might be batshit crazy. I don't know. Hey, we got Costa Rica in the building. What's going on, Ricky Ricardo? Peace, peace, peace. Let me know if what I'm saying with y'all is making any type of sense. You know? Let's jump in and see what type of expectations we can have out of the market moving forward right now. Now, if we're just using something as simple as moving averages, we can see that Bitcoin's already bounced off the 100-day exponential. Expectations normally you move more towards the next moving averages, which is the 50 and the 20-day exponential moving average, which comes in somewhere around $99,000. Remember, my eyes were on 100K. I was looking for a bounce around 85,000 back up to $100,000. That's what I've been looking for the longest. That's what I've been telling y'all for the longest. So now you had the ability to take advantage down here when it was consolidating. I've been going live, trying to go live constantly to keep y'all in the loop. You had the ability to, not only did you have the ability to accumulate, you had the ability to liquidity provide. meaning that now you're providing Bitcoin for other individuals to trade in and out of, and you're earning more Bitcoin on top of the Bitcoin that you're providing with. Is that making sense? Is that making sense? So now you're amplifying the returns that you can get. You see the difference between what I teach and what everybody else teaches y'all? For those that are just now tapping in on Instagram, family, if you can, I would love it if you can like, love, share, and tag 3 family or friends that you think will be interested in the information that I'm going to be bringing. All right. Right now, we're just looking at Bitcoin. We're going to take an overall look at the market, upcoming news. I'm going to talk about tonight's class definitely. I got some sauce. I got some. Let me not even call it sauce. That shit be kind of like bullshit a lot. I've got what I believe is vital information that can help individuals to be able to free up time and energy later on in the future. And what I mean by that is you being able to put food on the table, you being able to put clothes on your back. The easier you make it for yourself, the less time you have to spend trying to make it. Do you understand? Is that making sense? That's why I always preach $1 a day keeps poverty away. Let me show you real quick. Hold on. Let me show you. What do we always talk about? $1 a day, right? This what we're looking at right now. 2026. Let's go to January. Let's go from I guess we can do January of 2016 to January 2026. And what we're looking at is a 10-year mark. We're looking at a 10-year mark. We're looking at $1 a day allocated to Bitcoin over the last 10 years, just $1. Now, if you come when you say you can't do $1 a day, I don't know what to say for you. I don't know how to help you. If you can't do at least $1 a day, I don't know what to say. Right? But what we're looking at right here is $1 a day on the Bitcoin over the last 10 years. Now, what you want to pay attention to is that if you just put up $1 a day right now in the bank, it's still decent because over the last 10 years, you would have saved $3,654. That's 10 years, $1 a day. But over the last 10 years, and the results aren't always going to be the same. Understand that. The results are not always going to be the same. Who is that? You called and text? Hey, call and text me right now so I can see what phone you call and texting. Call it. Text me right now. Give me a text. Give me a text. I don't think I got it. Give me a text right now so I can see where you hitting me from. All right. Yeah, we got some good vehicles coming in. I'm gonna start posting my vehicles here in a minute too. You start posting my vehicles. You know we doing the crypto for cars right now. I got a couple of good vehicles on the line. Anybody looking to if you need to get around, if you need a vehicle, if you're in the Chicagoland and I trust you and you need to leave, reach out to me. Reach out to me. We do discounts for crypto on vehicles all 2026. That's another venture that I haven't even been sharing like that. On my cars for crypto. I got the website being built. It's coming. Just putting some ideas together. I got a lot coming for 2026, man. I hope y'all in store. I hope y'all in store. But anyways, back to what I'm trying to share with you. Yeah, text my phone, bro, because I don't know if I got it. And if email me too, or DM me on Instagram. DM me on Instagram too, so I know exactly who you is. But over the last 10 years, $1 a day, $1, $1 a day, and irregardless of the dollar value, right? What I want you to pay attention to is the amount of satoshis you would have been able to gather. Over the last year, just purchasing $1 a day, you would have been able to get 106,208,000 satoshis. 106,208,000 satoshis. Now that's the thing, right? Right now, $1 a day over the last 10 years, that 3,654 dollars would have been worth somewhere around $93,573. Tell me that $1 a day didn't just free up a bunch of time and energy for you 10 years later. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. What I teach is not for the immediate, even though it can benefit you in the immediate. The way I look at the next 5 to 10, 50 to 100 years. That's my outlook. The next 5 to 10, 50 to 100 years. So now let's say that you don't get the same return. Let's say you get half the return. You're still looking at somewhere around $45,000, $50,000 off of $3,654 over the next 10 years. Now, mind you, that $3,654 over the next 10 years isn't going to buy you $3,654 worth of shit. You get what I'm saying? Because you have to consider inflation over the next 10 years, what that means for your dollars. So what you want to pay attention to is the Satoshi count. And why do we pay attention to the Satoshi count? You got to understand, as we move more to a Bitcoin centric, as we move towards a Bitcoin centric world, right? In fact, let me see if I can just find Bitcoin want. Is it .co? I think it's .co. Yeah, here we go. So this is the Bitcoin Treasury Company analysis, right? We'll do that later. These are your top holdings, right? Ah, come on. Why they want me to, they don't want me to log in? And I really don't want to log in right now. I really just want to show y'all the information, right? Do you invest and also save traditional savings at all, or save cash at home, or strictly invest only? No, I got savings in what are known as stable coins. So the majority of my what I call stable capital, which is that denominated in U.S. dollar derivatives, once again stable coins, I put into high interest bearing accounts on the blockchain. So I don't do traditional banking in a sense. I do more so blockchain based banking because of the returns that I'm able to get is that much more greater. So like if we look at something like mortgage fi, right? Let's say that I got dollars that I want to allocate as capital in order to earn a return on. I can send it over here. I didn't want to connect, but anyways, I can earn anywhere between 6 to 11% APR on my dollar. You know what I mean? That's really on the low end, to be honest with you. That's really on the low end. If I really want to get like real technical with it, right? I want to get real technical with it, I can go look for liquidity pools to supply dollars to, meaning that I'm keeping my stability, but at the same time, I'm earning more dollars as people are trading in and out of the dollar. You know what I mean? So I'm supplying capital. I'm providing a service, for lack of a better term. You know what I mean? So now, if we want to look at, let's just say, best stable coin pool, right? We can look at best stable coin pools, and you can look at the 24-hour APR on some of these over the last 24 hours, what they've been earning: 16%, 15%, 14%. If we look at the top earnings, we're looking at, yeah, 16% on the top, 16% on the top. And this is just off the top. So now I keep a certain amount. I do keep a certain amount of cash reserves, though. Every family, in my humble opinion, should have a certain amount of cash reserves. What I mean by that is fiat paper money, put to the side, buried, safety deposit box, whatever the case may be. Something that you can get instant access to, not something that's in a bank account. Because if it will ever go on a bank run, you may not be able to get it out of there. So, in my humble opinion, all families' cash reserves should be somewhere that designated family members can get to in times of need, in times of emergency. You know, you have almost like your trustees, those certain individuals that know where those cash reserves are at if it ever comes to a time where we need to tap into them. You know what I mean? But the majority, though, the majority of my capital, the majority of my savings, let me say this: the majority of my actual savings is in Bitcoin. I save in Bitcoin for the long term. And the example that I was giving you all over here, where we look at what a dollar a day can do over the last 10 years, this is why I save the majority of my capital in Bitcoin, albeit a majority of it interest bearing Bitcoin, other than what I put to the side for the children and the grandchildren, right? So hopefully that answered your question. I appreciate y'all tapping in too. Look, if you're just now tapping in on Instagram, if you know people that might appreciate this information that's coming through right now, right? Please tag at least 3 family or friends that appreciate the information as I'm sharing it. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in and tapping in for the information, right? I appreciate everybody that's tuning in and tapping in for the information. Now, what are we looking at that's going on out here? What are we looking at? Well, no, in fact, let me go back to Bitcoin real quick. Let me go back to Bitcoin. There is another chart that I wanted to pull up and actually show you all. Here we go, right here. Here we go. So if we pull this back on this, what we're looking at here is Bitcoin on a swing high, swing low Fibonacci, right? This is one of my more favorite. In fact, let me actually pull it up and make it clearer for you. Let me just do a fresh one. Let me pull it. Let me Coinbase. Coinbase is cool. And all I'm doing is looking at the price difference on each one. But we can do a swing high, right? To your most recent swing low. Now, what am I looking at here that's so important for me? Just to make it easy for those that may not understand what you're looking at, this is a tool called Fibonacci retracement. It calculates certain areas of interest, albeit support and or resistance. I'm still on the fence playing it safe on both sides, trying to keep it balanced, dibbling and dabbling. I hold some cash for the reason you said, instant access. Exactly. You're playing the game right then. You're definitely playing the game right. 100%. 100%. Just always remember that you got to look at the direction that the world's going in. That's why I choose to allocate the majority of my capital, right? Meaning I have more Bitcoin than I do have cash reserves. I do have more Bitcoin than I do have cash reserves. But some of that Bitcoin that is now worth more than cash reserves, I've been holding over the last 6, 7 years. You know what I mean? Right? And we're gonna get back into that here in a minute. We're gonna get back into that here in a minute. I still do traditional banking also just because what I know and understand, but I'm trying to get more uranium with this blockchain stuff. It's a lot to comprehend and fully understand. It definitely is. It definitely is. But what really all you got to do is not make it so hard to understand. I know it seems hard to understand, but when you get it, you're gonna have that oh shit moment. Like, hold on, this shit not as hard as I thought it was. You know what I mean? That's how. Thank you, DF Kindness. Thank you. Consultation classes. I've been doing this since 2017. Teaching since 2017. Never stopped. Never left the community. Never scammed anybody. I've made. I don't even talk about what I've made people. That don't even matter. I've allowed individuals to free themselves from the chains of poverty over the last 8 years, maybe 9 years that I've been doing this. And my thing is comprehension before compensation. I don't focus on the money. I focus on the education. The money that we make is a byproduct, right? By default, if you focus on the education, this is just my opinion of doing this since 2016, since 2017. If you focus on the education, by default, you're going to make money. Not focusing on, hey, what's the best coin to buy? Focus on what's going on under everybody's noses. What's being built right before our eyes. You get what I'm saying? That's so as an example, right? I did almost 2 classes on how to open up a Bitcoin mortgage. Like, do y'all not know how mind blowing it is that you can get access to today's price for future upside if you understand Bitcoin. And this is the biggest thing that a lot of people don't really understand Bitcoin. And that's why I think a lot of individuals got to start. You have to understand Bitcoin first and foremost before you really understand what's going on. Because a lot of people are looking at Bitcoin as a trade. But I'm going to tell you like this: a lot of the more wealthier people in the world, people that have way more money than you and I, they understand that Bitcoin is not a trade. They understand that Bitcoin is the future of the financial system. In fact, I posted that a number of times on my page from, I mean, individuals in government saying that this is the future of our financial system. This is not a trade, y'all. Do not get it twisted. Bitcoin is not a trade. Bitcoin is something that you want to accumulate and allocate and save for you and your family for years to come. It's going to be here long gone. It's going to be here long after you and I are no longer here. Okay? Long after you and I are no longer here. Tonight's class, we really going in. Tonight's class, we really going in though, right? Um, if you need any assistance, check out blockwallstreet.biz. That's not black, it's block. I'm trying to rebuild Black Wall Street using the blockchain. So blockwallstreet.biz. You can check out. In fact, we got an upcoming class tonight. I'm going to be showing you how to get access to tokenized gold, silver, and oil contracts. In fact, I'm about to change this out because now we dip into oil with what's going on, and I'm going to be covering some stories about that, right? We're going to be going in there with oil, gold, silver, and copper prices rise after the U.S. attack on Venezuela, right? My thing is to be able to look at the world from a macro view and bring that information to everybody else to look where the financial benefits are at, where they're held at, irregardless of opinion on what's going on. If there's a financial benefit without me directly having to fuck somebody over, I'm going to take advantage of that financial benefit. Meaning that if I'm not coming to steal nobody's land, I'm not coming to steal nobody's oil, I'm not coming to slaughter anybody, like nothing like that. But there are things that are going on, meaning that, okay, let's say because a catastrophe has happened, the gold and silver prices are going to go up. I mean, hey, what you talking about? I'm going to buy gold and silver if I think they're going to go up because of that catastrophic um, situation, right? Now, what I can do to redeem face and soul value is take proceeds of that and then donate it towards a worthy cause, a worthy foundation, really shit that I trust. You get what I mean? But back to what I was talking about with these mortgages, though, hands down, over the last 8 years in the land of decentralized finance, this is one of the top tier projects that I want everybody to be able to gain access and know how to utilize. Think of it like this, right? I'm gonna just break it down real quick. If you could buy one Bitcoin today, we'll say $2,000 and pay a monthly mortgage on it over the next couple of years, which we're expecting. Once again, it's not about the trade; it's about the appreciation of the overall network, right? They laughed at us when we said Bitcoin was going to $100,000. They laughed at us when we said Bitcoin was going to $10,000. You got to understand, I've been doing it since before Bitcoin hit $1,000, right? My first video, how much was Bitcoin? My very, very, very first video. I don't know how much Bitcoin was in my very, very, very first video, but I can show you my ATM video where I was showing people how to buy Bitcoin, right? Hey, what you want to do? What you want to do? Set up a one-on-one with me. I know when people are coming straight off from being a beginner into my classes, you can definitely be lost. 100%. Because I'm coming from an aspect of individuals that are taking those classes. What you want to do is set up a one-on-one and let me just walk you through from the basics, the beginners, to where a lot more of your friends and family may be that have taken classes with me. You get what I'm saying? That's what I want. That's what I choose individuals to do. Right? Some can keep up, some is a little bit harder. Okay, so look, this video that I made, what, 8 years ago, Bitcoin was trading at $3,315, as you can see right there. $3,315. But once again, I've been showing people how to buy Bitcoin documented, documented from $3,000 to where we're at now at $93,000. So now we're up $90,000 since my first time showing people how to buy this. $90,000, right? Since my first time showing people how to buy this. If you want to join the Discord, DM me. I can send you a link to the free Discord. I do have a paid Discord as well, but anybody can join the free Discord. Just DM me. I'll try to remember your name and send you a link to the free Discord. But if I cannot, just DM me or comment under this video once I post it. Right. So now pay attention. Right, $3,000 is how much the Bitcoin was. Peep what I spent. What I spent. Right. Putting a couple dollars in there, a couple shekels, a couple little denarii. Right, a couple little shekels. That's $1. Remember, dollar a day. On this day, I put $23. Right, I put $23. That $23 got me 723,530 satoshis. Remember, your goal should be to accumulate as many satoshis as possible. Try to start with making it to 1,000,000 satoshis. Try to start with making it to 1,000,000 satoshis. No doubt. I appreciate you tapping in, Queen. I appreciate you tapping in. Right? Start with 1,000,000. In fact, let me stop and bring this up. Hey, look, I now have about 21 supporters on Block Wall Street. For those that have supported me and bought me a coffee in the past, I appreciate you. Anybody that wants to support, you can go to buymeacoffee.com. I just wanted to put it out there. These 21 individuals, right? And anybody that does support me before Friday, I'm going to be holding a free class just for my supporters. Anybody that wants to support, go to buymeacoffee.com /Block Wall Street. I got all your emails, so don't worry about it. I'm going to be able to send all of y'all a link that have sent me any type of donation. I appreciate it 100%. I appreciate it 100%. Okay, so free class coming on y'all. Free class coming on y'all. Right, but back to what I was saying though. I was able to get 723,530 satoshis for that. Right now, 723,530 satoshis is somewhere around $600-700. Let's see. 723, 530, $679. So what I spent 8 years ago was $23 on 723,530 satoshis is now worth $679, but it's still 723,530 satoshis. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand why you want to hold your Bitcoin and not spend it. Right? The name of the game is how much could you accumulate. That's the overall name of the game. How much can you accumulate? And that's why I'm saying that mortgage five. The accumulation game, this right here is hands down the best project in the space right now. 100% hands down. Best project in the space. Best project in the space. Hands down. Nothing competing with it. If Bitcoin is the name of the game, right? If Bitcoin is the name of the game, nothing competing with that. You can find the class on blockwallstreet.biz or even, right? Or even, hold on. Where is it? Did I pass it up? I passed it up. Here it is, how to open a Bitcoin mortgage right here. So it is available on my website. If you want to learn how to open up a Bitcoin mortgage, it is available on my website. Okay. It is available. And squirrels in my ceiling, something like that. I hear them running around, and they got to put a hole in my house. Now they crawling in the ceiling. I gotta get somebody to come get them out. But anyways, now for those that want to be cost efficient, right? You know how you got Netflix and chill? I got Finflix and Earn. I got Finflix and Earn. What is Finflix? Finflix is 30 plus classes, 30 plus videos. And a lot of my videos are 3, 4, 5 hours long. So you're looking at a shit ton of content, a shit ton of content. A monthly subscription, $100 a month. You can literally watch $100 million worth of game. And I'm not even exaggerating with how much information is in the Finflix subscribers tab, right? Information you're not going to get anywhere else. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. So instead of Netflix and chill, you can come subscribe to Finflix and earn. All right. The mortgage class is there. If you don't want to buy it, you want to pay $100 and just watch it, chop down the information, then go on to the next one. You can do that. You can do that. Nobody else is bringing y'all this type of information right now. Probably never. Not from our demographic, anyway. Right? Not the way that I'm. I'm gonna be honest with you. Can't nobody do the shit that I do the way that I do it because there is no other people. It's only me. But anyways, let's get to the overall news at hand. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Right? You got strategy accumulating over 22,000 Bitcoin. You got RWA with your real world assets topping $19 billion. Right? Remember, everyone's coming for the biddies. Why aren't we? Why aren't we? Have you yourself set up a family Bitcoin reserve yet? Have you set up a community Bitcoin reserve yet? Right? Hey, Full Circle said that MIT is no Finflix is MIT worthy education. I appreciate that. Does Mortgage 5 prevent it from the risk of liquidation? Yes, it does. There's no risk of liquidation with Mortgage 5. There's no risk of liquidation with Mortgage 5. Yeah, it's for Bitcoin on there now. Bankroll, you see that? You see that? So if you need a vehicle, reach out to me via email for now. I don't have the website up and running, but you can reach out to me via email, block Wall Street Work at proton.me. If somebody can put it in the chat on YouTube, if anybody's looking to purchase a vehicle, reach out to me. I got cryptos for cars right now. I got cryptos for cars. Of course, I can still take fiat, but if you spend crypto, you're definitely going to get a good discount. Definitely going to get a good discount. And we can order whatever type of car you want. You may have to wait for the title, but we can't order any type of car you want. You want something specific, foreign or something? You got to give us the bread. We go get it. Other than that, we do have vehicles on hand right now for anybody that needs it. Crypto for cars, cars for cryptos. Anyways, so once again, the thing is, the idea you have to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible. That's the name of the game, y'all. Ain't no one doing what you're doing. I appreciate that. I hope not even I hope not. I don't think I think that this is really honestly what I was given a second chance at life for. See, a lot of y'all don't know I was given really more than a second chance. I've had so many near-death experiences, right? Just to be honest with you, I've had guns put in my head and the trigger pulled twice. To be honest with you, right hand Allah. I've had a gun put in my head twice and the trigger pulled. First time, I want to get into all that. First time, yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter because that could incriminate some shit. No, I know for a fact that it's like a third or fourth chance of life. You get what I'm saying? Real shit. That was just crazy shit, Joe. So now, what I'm doing right now, it's a mission. It's a mission. It ain't even about money. You get what I'm saying? That's why I try to just bring y'all value. You literally ain't gonna pay me for shit. You can just watch my page over the last couple of years. Bring up on information. Never had to take a class. Never, ever. I don't even push my class like I'm selling classes. To be honest with you, I don't got no advertisements, none of that shit. You know how much more money I'd probably make if I was do it like that? You know, for entertainment or educational purposes. Definitely not financial advice though. But we got Bitcoin advocate Otto to replace this Maduro. So what's the look at this on a grand scale, a macro scale, y'all? You have to look at the big picture. What type of moves are being made that are going to affect the next 10 to 20 years? Okay. The Nobel Prize winning Bitcoiner Maria Corina Machado is one of the utilized Maduro as Venezuela's president after he was captured on Saturday. Following the capture of the president, attention has turned to the country's transition to new leadership. One Bitcoiner is in the running to lead the charge. Maria Corina Machado, Venezuelan opposition leader and winner of the Nobel Peace Prize in 2025, second favorite to lead Venezuela shift away from authoritarian rule under Maduro, who has been transferred to face federal charges related to narcotics trafficking and corruption. Data from predictions market show Maduro has a 28% chance of leading by the end of 2026, trailing only unitary trailing only unitary platforms Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia. Who's at 32%, who is widely believed to have won Venezuela's election in May 2025, but was blocked by the president by Maduro's United Socialist Party. And third is Vice President Delcy Ilona Rodriguez at 27%, Maduro's former running mate, who was appointed acting president by Venezuelan Supreme Court following Maduro's capture. Now, to keep it on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been a lifeline for Venezuela, says Machado. Speaking with the Human Rights Foundation strategy officer Alex Gladstein in late 2024, Machado envisioned making Bitcoin a national reserve asset and assisting its adoption as a payment tool. Venezuelans found a lifeline of Bitcoin during hyperinflation, using it to protect their wealth and to finance their escape. It has evolved from a humanitarian tool to a vital means of resistance. We are grateful for the lifeline Bitcoin provides and look forward to embracing it in a new democratic Venezuela. 8 million Venezuelans have fled the country since Maduro took over in 2013, and crypto has been one of the several payment tools used to send money back to family members. So we already see how things like Bitcoin is being used worldwide. See, like I said, everybody's thinking about the trade. Nobody's looking at the utility. What's going on with it? Oh, the sound's picking up. They probably hating what I'm saying. Yo, can y'all hear me? Hello? Is my sound still? Is my audio good? Is my audio good? Hello? They not. They not. I mean, I ain't did nothing different with the audio. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't done anything different. They may just not like the information that I'm bringing right now. Let me know when the audio's back good so I can continue. Let me know when the audio's back good so I can continue. Okay, it's back good. Okay, family. Like I said, if you can, please share this out. Please share this out. The anointed won't be touched. You doing righteous work, beloved. Yeah, that's crazy because at the time when they were trying to shoot me in the head, I wasn't. I was on bullshit. Yeah, that'd be the crazy thing when the creator can see something that you can't see in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like who knew 10, how long ago was that? Let me kidnap me. In fact, the first time they tried to shoot me in the head, it was either a shooting, either they were trying to murder me or they were trying to kidnap me. I've had like 3 kidnapping attempts in my life. 2 murder attempts, 3 kidnapping attempts. Now that I actually think about it, right? Where people attempted to kidnap me, snatch me up, didn't happen though. Got away every single time. And I'm not even boasting or bragging because I've been killed in every situation. In fact, one I almost was killed. Actually. I almost was killed. Dude beat me with the gun. Yeah, whatever. I'm not even to get into all that. But what I'm saying is that at the time when things happened and I was scared, I was on shit. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what the creator has in life in store for you later on down the flick. If you make it later on down the flick to see the movie come out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch. You gotta be able to see some more of the movie. But anyways, now will oil, gold, silver, and copper prices rise after the U.S. attack on Venezuela? The question is coming to focus after U.S. forces carried out military strikes in Venezuela and captured the president. Now, markets experts expect a gap up opening for crude oil, gold, and silver. Right? They said Venezuela's economy is limited in size, so the Indian stock market impact may remain contained. However, early buying interest may weaken due to uncertainty at the U.S. customs. Right? It's just your testimony. I'm grateful you made it through and able to teach it. Yeah, I'm grateful I made it through. Yeah. But I appreciate that though. I appreciate that. Hell yeah, because you never know how somebody will affect your life if they weren't there. You never know. You know what I do pay attention to a lot? I do pay attention to the effect that I have in people's life. I am asked to help. I'm able to help. I look at see a lot of people don't I look at the big picture a lot of times because I've been through what I've been through. I try to look at the big picture, like okay, what did me helping them out with whatever it was, a bill, food, clothes, whatever the case may be, money, what did that help them do with the overall picture? And what may have happened if I wasn't here to do that? You know what I mean? That's how I always, even though I think I get used, I always try to still help any and everybody, right? Anyways. So explaining whether oil, gold, or silver and copper prices are going to rise. Um, and Gupta, director at Yahoo Wealth, told Mint that geopolitical tension may fuel uncertainty. He expected gap up opening for gold, silver, copper, crude oil, and gasoline. Also said that COMEX gold closed at 40 per ounce and may move to 43.8 per ounce. COMEX silver. Hey, why is it? Where are we at? There we go. Silver may trade near 75 to 78 per ounce. Crude oil dollars per barrel. Now, Standy Pandy, co-founder of Massive Capital, told me the crisis has affected sea routes by Peru and Chad, major silver exporters. This disruption may support silver price, and gold prices may also rise due to risk concerns linked to geopolitical tension. Now, after warnings of U.S. airstrikes, U.S. conducted precision strikes in Korea. They confirmed, yada, yada, yada. We don't care about that. So, now, asking whether oil, gold, silver prices are going to rise, U.S. tax right after the U.S. tax on Venezuela also depends on the supply conditions. Venezuela holds large proven oil reserves. Global crude oil prices remain near $60 per barrel. Experts have stayed limited. Exports, excuse me, have stayed have limited due to U.S. sanctions. Reuters reported that PDVSA's oil production and refining operations were normal after the strikes. Clean oil facilities were not damaged. However, the port of LaGuardia in Caracas suffered damage, so it is not used for oil operations. Now, the policy and the sanctions remain in place, right? The U.S. oil companies will enter to repair infrastructure and invest billions. Okay? Production recovered to about 5.5 to 6.3 lakh barrels per day in 2021. Outpost rose to 215 million barrels in 264 million barrels in 2023. In 2025, output peaked near 1.14 million barrels per day. Now, what does it mean for companies, right? Oil and defense stocks react to Venezuela news. So you got Chevron, you got ExxonMobil, you got Palantir, you got Lockheed Martin, to name a few, right? We're going to be covering a number of these investments tonight. Damn, it's going in and out still. It's going in and out. It's going in and out. It's going in and out because I'm talking so much shit right now. It's the energy. I was super amped for a minute. I'm calmed down a little bit now, but I was super amped. But I don't know why the audio's messing up. I don't know why the audio's messing up. Let me know when the audio's back good. Hey, you ain't never lied though. My life is a movie. I promise you. I be sitting back looking at it like this. While I play music all day in my head because it's the soundtrack to the movie. Like shit plays all day in my head. All day in my head, I hear music. Right? Really a movie. I'm walking around. Yeah, let me know how the audio is. I sound good now. All right, let me calm down. Maybe let me calm down. Once again, we're talking about oil companies, and defense companies, and stocks like Chevron, ExxonMobil, Palantir, Lockheed Martin. Right? We're going to be looking at these and how to invest in these tonight, utilizing the blockchain. Remember, this is the tokenization of takeover right now. That's what we're talking about. RWA, real world assets. Okay? This is a global market overview right here. You got U.S. Treasury debt, commodities, corporate bonds, private credit, public, private debt, everything being tokenized, right? These are the top networks that are handling that tokenization: Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Aptos, Polygon, and even XRP. Look at that. Though. Now it's Canton. Canton got 5,840 RWA. Jesus. Okay, but y'all can hear me now. So yeah, tonight's class we're going to be focused on RWA. That's the big thing. RWAs and how you get access to it. And I'm going to be showing you how you can get paid gold and silver continuously over and over and over, thus upping the amount of gold and silver that you have. Okay. Once again, it's going to be shown in tonight's class. The title is going to be changed because we're talking about it. Might as well just be how to invest in tokenized RWA. Now we're going over gold, silver, oil, stocks, right? We're going to be covering oil companies. We're going to be covering defense companies, right? So what I'm saying is that there is a position where a number of those assets can go up more than what they've already gone up. Gold and silver is not going up because of Venezuela. Gold and silver is up over the past year. That ain't got shit to do with Venezuela. Now, can that add on to the macroeconomics um, effect? Absolutely, absolutely. Is that the hands down only reason? Hell no. Always remember this, y'all. There's no one reason for anything. There's never any one reason for anything. I want y'all to always remember that. Always a compiled up. What's the link for FinFlix? For FinFlix, just fill out the go to Block Wall Street .biz and just fill out the form and I'll get back to you. Or you can just send me on Instagram and I'll send you the link to the free Discord where you get access to the FinFlix. So just go to FinFlix subscriptions on blockwall.biz and you can get access to it. So now we're going to be looking at stocks and ETFs tonight, right? This is where we're going to be able to get access to a number of those companies, Chevron, ExxonMobil, right? We're going to be doing analysis on these companies, looking at what are the possibilities of expectations of profits with them, right? And how best are we able to take advantage of that? That's what we're going to be covering tonight. Gold, silver, oil, stocks, ETFs, all on the blockchain, all able to be purchased with the push of a button. Okay? All being able to be purchased with the push of a button. That's what we're covering. How I can make it easier for y'all to get access to things that we've normally been blocked out of over the last couple of years. Remember, we're normally Johnny coming in when it comes to technology and innovation. I'm literally giving y'all a seat at the table of early. I'm gonna make that something, a seat at the table of early. That's what we're at right now. We're sitting at the table of early. And only some are gonna take advantage, right? Only some are gonna take advantage. So once again, if you're interested in tonight's class, go to blockwallstreet.biz. Get your ticket. We're going last night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you got your pen, your pad, your thinking cap on, right? Once again, I appreciate everybody that supported me. If you want to show any type of support, we just got a new supporter that fast. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You just got a new supporter that fast. Once again, any supporters that I have by the week 10, we'll be having a free class with you all. Okay? Because I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I picked up a couple shares of Chevron over the weekend before the markets opened in the US. That's the ability that we got to do. That's what I'm saying. The freedom that we have utilizing this blockchain is unlike any freedom that we've had in the financial space ever. Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand that? Hopefully y'all do. Hopefully this information that I've brought to y'all has been beneficial. Let's go take a look at Ethereum real quick. The expectations to be on E. On Bitcoin, what am I looking for? I'm looking to hold 91,300. And if I'm looking for continuation, my level right now, this is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. These are just my opinions. My areas of interest as of right now are somewhere between 98,000 to $108,000 as long as we're holding $1,300. That's what I'm looking at for the upside as it relates to Bitcoin. As it relates to Ethereum, what are we looking at here? Come on now, where you at? Let me see. Visibility. This should be here and there. There we go. I told y'all it's just art. All it is art to me. Nothing but beautiful pictures I draw. But the beautiful pictures tell me a story. The beautiful picture that the Ethereum is telling me, or the story that the beautiful picture of Ethereum is telling me, is that Ethereum is able to close above $3,172 on at least a weekly basis. Start with a 24 hours, but at least in the next 6 days, 8 hours, that opens the door for the ability of us to reach somewhere between $35,000 to $4,000. Right now, you're at $3,100. So now that means I could give the individual investor somewhere between a 10 to about a 27, almost 28% gain if it reaches these heights. Once again, it's not financial advice. These are just my. If I can get above the red line, that opens up the door for me to hit the yellow, green, and green. If I fail to get those red line, or like to come down. That's how I look at it. If we're looking at the MACD, we are seeing a lot of negative momentum. This means that the bears are getting exhausted as we speak. I love to see that. We are getting back to 45 in the weekly RSI as well. Another good thing, another thing. Um, and yeah, like I said, I just wanted to come through. I wanted to kick it with the family. It is Monday, as always. Yo, new Mondays. I wanna get over there. I want to get see if anything that I'm saying is making sense, helping y'all. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is. Hopefully the information has been able to allow some of y'all to better your financial position, right? Again, for those that are interested in tonight's class, visit blockwallstreet.biz upcoming event. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I appreciate everybody that was able to tune in and tap in. Until the next week.